You're listening to the Lux Life Discovered podcast, where we talk with people who are living a lifestyle that reflects their passion, because we believe everyone should be living their best life, their Lux Life. The show is hosted by Rick Steiner with Steiner Event Group, a premier national event planning company, and co-hosted by Shannon Richmond, the vice president of the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce. Today, we're having a conversation with Dominic Riddle. We're fortunate to have yet another genius young entrepreneur who's building a media brand and pursuing his modeling career. It's interesting to see how he's navigating these two passions. Will Dominic stay in Northwest Florida, or will his dreams call him elsewhere? Let's find out.
Shannon, let's talk about modeling. A local model. Have you ever talked to a local model?
No, I'm super excited to, though.
Well, Dom, tell us about how you got us started into modeling and where that has led you, or what doors it's opened up for you.
Right. So I did not know I was going to be modeling at all. It wasn't something that really interested me at all. I was a lot into basketball. I was a basketball player. I went to University of Mobile, but I wasn't really a fan of school. So I stopped doing the schooling, and my mom always wanted me to do photo shoots and stuff, so she would pay for local photo shoots around the area, like kind of to build my portfolio. And she would also take those photos and send them out to agencies and stuff. So she got an email back from an agency in Atlanta, and she was like, "We have to get out there." It was like they wanted me to come to a casting call. So she's like, "We have to get out there. We have to get out there." And I didn't care. Like, I still didn't care. I was like, I don't know. Atlanta's kind of far. We're gonna go to Atlanta, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're not good enough." So then we're just gonna go home, and it's gonna be a waste of time. But she was really mad, like really angry at me. So I basically had no choice. I swear to God, I didn't.
So you were going to be a model.
I don't know.
I want to know, according to her, again.
Yeah. To her, exactly. She knew. So we took the trip to Atlanta, and we got to the office. It's a bunch of girls there, and I'm the only guy at the casting call. And a few girls get to go in before me, and I can hear the conversations they're having, and the agency's like, you guys can just come in another time. I don't feel like you guys are right at this moment. So I was nervous going in. I didn't know what they were going to say. I thought I might get turned away. But right when I walk in through that door, the first thing she says is, "Oh my God, you are so cute." And I was like, oh, here we go. It's happening. So the interview went really well, and I signed the contract basically that day. And ever since, it's been a cool roller coaster. I haven't been doing a lot of modeling after COVID.
Right.
And I'm also not vaccinated. So it's harder for me to get jobs from big brands because they want people to be vaccinated. But I'm still, it's mostly me focusing on my social media. My social media is a big part of my brand, you know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of my photos go on there as well. It's kind of like my portfolio. And yeah, I'm just working on myself right now.
Well, good. And that's a good thing, too, because you're, what, 6'2"?
6'3", yes, sir.
6'3",
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And so, I mean, that's a good height.
Right,
and,
perfect.
So and you've got the great looks, great physique, so you're definitely on the right path. Even if you don't want to do it, it's something you should do.
Right.
But with COVID, though, you did bring up a good point, because so many agencies, so many clients scaled back completely.
Yes.
I mean, just basically stopped. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of my connections that I had with some agencies and everything, the personnel has changed, or the company's closed, and then all of a sudden it's like starting from scratch with the guys that I represent, because trying to get them in front of different people. Well, those people aren't there, or the company's not there that we used to deal with. So that's been interesting as well.
Right.
So
they used to book me for shoots like right away. I wouldn't have to go into a casting or anything. But like after COVID, it's like every time they have availability for a shoot, you still gotta be there and do a video and send them a video through email to see if you're going to make it. It's basically like another casting.
Right.
So you have to basically cast for every shoot nowadays.
And you're like, okay, if you know who I am and you know what I'm good for.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Right.
It's like you already see me in my
Yeah.
shoots. You already know how I look. Like, I just want to be booked. I don't want to have to cast for everything, you know what I mean? So,
but you've done a couple of good shoots for.
Yeah, I've done some work for Champion,
Right.
Russell Athletic. I've done a Casemate and Reebok collab. So some good shoots, some good stuff.
Well, good deal. So, are you wanting to get back into it more?
I would like to. So I'm planning on moving to Miami.
Okay.
Wow.
So I would like to sign to an agency in Miami as well. Like you can be assigned to multiple agencies in different cities. So I would like to be signed in Miami as well. And
How did you
really
pick
get back
Miami?
to it. So I have my own media team, and I work for the UFC as a media guy. And my boss, basically, we had a fight in Miami, which my boss brought us to. And
He and his boss didn't have a fight.
I know what UFC is.
Just
Thank you,
not sure
though.
she understood that.
yeah, right. So I was in Miami for a week, and just like that whole week, I felt like Miami was for me. I've always been a beach boy as well. So it kind of, I felt like the vibe was for me. Beach life, a lot of networking, fast-paced lifestyle. So I just feel like I need to be out there to network and get myself out there.
And of
Good
course,
for
You
you.
didn't go on South Beach at all, did you?
I did. I went all
It
around.
had nothing to do with it either. though.
No.
Yeah,
No, I just
making
wanted to have fun.
Yeah, no, just that would be good. Because South Beach, I mean, that's such a fun area, and it's almost like you're not even in the U.S.
Right.
So it's such a diverse group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
Everybody's out there just to live their best life.
Yeah, they are. You're right.
This episode of Lux Life Discovered is brought to you in part by Steiner Event Group. Steiner Event Group is a national event planner that produces results for their clients. They offer event and wedding planning on any scale, hosting bridal shows, scouting talented models, and producing riveting concept photo shoots to help their clients expand their brands, products, and services. Whether you're a business professional aiming to take your brand to the next level, planning a corporate or private event, a bride seeking to have the wedding of your dreams, or a model ready to be discovered, Steiner Event Group is ready for you.
Right. So tell me how you got involved with the UFC with because that's all your video and your media.
Media,
part,
exactly.
yeah.
So I was really into social media and making content on social media, but I didn't know I wanted to have a media team. I was just really into videography and making content for my own social media. So me and my friend, he bought a $6,000 camera. It's like one of the best cameras you can get. We decided to get a house together and make content. While we were living together, I was also helping him get like good gigs with his camera. And I knew a buddy that worked, there's this thing called Island Fights in Pensacola. The person who owns Island Fights works for UFC, but he runs Island Fights and then he does shows for the UFC too. So my buddy works for that guy, and I talked to my buddy. They were in Miami one day, and I was like, these guys are living the life I want to live. Yeah. So I messaged him, and I'm like, how do we become a media team for this, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, actually, bro, we are looking for a media team. You can come to our Island Fights event and see it. We can check out your work or whatever. It won't be paid, but if we like your work, you're on the team. So there was 12. There was 12 fights that day. They had another media team as well, but we did all our stuff for free. And after there was 12 fights that day, during the second fight, they were like, "Yeah, y'all are hired."
Wow!
They fired their other team, and we've been with them ever since.
What an opportunity!
No, it's a great opportunity.
It's because you reached out.
Yep. Reaching out and just networking and just shooting your shot. You know what I mean? Just going for it.
Right.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what happens. You'll find as you get older, and sometimes we get content, we coast.
Yes.
And then sometimes if you coast too long, you reaching out is not as easy as it was
Exactly.
when you're younger. So I'm big, and Shannon can tell you this. And my wife would back it up too as well. I don't have a problem reaching out.
Right.
I always like to live past my comfort zone, and that's where you make your biggest gains.
Exactly.
As far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. So I knew we were going out to Miami, and I was like, there's a lot of people with yachts and stuff out in Miami. I was on TikTok. He's now my friend, but he wasn't. It was just this person I saw on TikTok. He was on a yacht, and he was saying, it said on the video, "Girls, if you want to go on a yacht, message me, blah, blah, blah." Obviously, I'm not a girl, but I know that my media could help their yacht, like for video work and et cetera. So I messaged the guy. He got back to me. He's like, "Yeah, bro, whenever you're in Miami, whenever we're on a yacht, you can come out and do some videos, and y'all can be on jet skis for free and stuff." So after the fights, the next day, we're on jet skis and yachts, living our best life, doing videos.
Do you know what I heard? What he just said. he saw a guy on TikTok saying, "Girls, you want to come out on the yacht? Message me." And he's like, "I'm going to follow up on this guy because he's had a bunch of girls on the yacht."
I'm not lying. You're not lying at all. I mean, that's a perk as well. That's
Right. I'm giving you.
But I love that you're not afraid. You're just going to
Yeah.
reach out and
Yeah.
see where it takes you. Look where it's taken you so far.
Exactly. It was worth it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'd much rather risk it than not.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you also work out because you're a model.
Yeah.
Do the media team.
Yep.
How do you find time for everything? Because you're
It's
in your early 20s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mom thinks I do too much stuff. She thinks I do way too much stuff, but I feel like I can do all these things and become successful. And over time, I feel like I'll kind of niche down and pick one thing. You know what I mean? Focus on one thing. But I feel like I'm going to be training till I die, you know, working out till I die. And I feel like I'll be doing media till I die too, because I feel like when I'm 60, 70, 80 years old, a lot of times people can only remember stuff just from their memory. But I can look back at these. I have a $6,000 camera now too, so I can look back at my phone and the best quality ever, and me having the best time of my life when I was 22.
Right.
When I'm 80, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I can look back and enjoy these moments.
If you can still remember how to do that.
Oh,
I'm
I will.
just kidding.
I will. For sure.
I'm
The
joking.
world's only going to get more futuristic and more
True, yeah.
technological, so you got to keep up.
So where do you see yourself 5 years or even 3 years from now? What would be your ideal situation?
Great question. I see my social media blowing up a lot more. It's at a decent amount right now. I have like 11,000 followers on Instagram and 100,000 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
But I want to get to like 1 million followers on TikTok and 100,000 followers on Instagram. So I see that happening. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that'll happen in the future.
What is your media team name?
Lifted Media, kind of. So my fitness brand is called Team Lifted. It's like LVFTED. I don't know why I worded it like that, but I did. And then I just took the same name and put it in front of the media account as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Look at there. You're
Connected.
22, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I have all these things going for you?
Trying.
That's awesome.
Trying. For
You're
sure.
probably an inspiration to a lot of people that are going to be listening to this.
I would like to be. That's why I like fitness as well, is because I can inspire people through my videos and my content for them to get in the gym and really be their best self.
Right.
So.
Would you ever compete?
My mom wants me to. She does that as well. So I
So
definitely.
your mom thinks you do too much, but yes, she's got a lot of things she wants you to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I got big shoes to fill. You
Right,
know? But
right.
I think I will compete in the future. She keeps wanting me to do it soon. But I would like to be as big as I can because I don't want to lose. Like, I hate losing. So I don't want to go to a show and compete and lose. But you still do have to get that experience.
Well, you're going to do physique?
Yes,
Or-
definitely
yeah.
physique. No, I don't have big enough legs yet.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, too, with physique, though, you're mainly your upper body.
Upper body.
Yeah. So,
but that's my main thing is my upper body. I don't really have big legs. But the reason I started working out is because my modeling. I used to be a really super skinny kid, like ridiculously skinny.
Really?
Hunchback. I still have a hunchback, but it's not as bad as it was back in the days. But I used to be a really scrawny kid, and I was like, if I'm gonna be shirt off in these photos trying to look like a model, I gotta put some meat on my bones.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting much bigger than I thought I would, and I've been in fitness ever since.
good deal.
You love it, huh?
No, it's a lifestyle
Okay.
for sure.
That's good. And keep it like that, because we were talking before y'all came back that, I'm taking some time off. And,
Right.
yeah, that 3 months can go into several months and 2 years. And
I don't
then
expect
you're
to take
like,
time
wow.
off. Right.
Yeah.
I
Of
expect
course,
to
you
do
get
this till I
my
die.
well, the metabolism changes too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of what's happened recently too, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, this isn't going off like it used to.
Right. It's not the same.
So, so you were raised in Navarre.
Basically, so till about 5th grade, I was living in Fort Walton until about 5th grade, and then we moved to Navarre.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So being a local beach person,
Mm-hmm.
so can you imagine life without a beach?
I can't. I really can't. I mean, that's all I know. A lot of times, people like in Atlanta, they have no clue about boating life. They can barely swim. I lived in Atlanta twice, and it's a different lifestyle out there. I mean, they have no clue about the water. I mean, I worked on Crab Island for 5 years, so I'm used to driving boats all the time and everything.
Right. Okay. We had a guy on earlier who works for a pontoon rental company.
Yeah.
Gilligan's.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, so he does a lot at Crab Island.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's a whole lifestyle out there too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we have always come down as tourists until a couple years ago, and then we met some locals through relief work with Hurricane Michael, and fell in love with the area. So it's been fun the last 2 years to, well, not a local, but to be a local, non-local.
You feel like it though.
Because you're here all seasons, and then you get to meet people in the community, and you, like they were talking earlier, you don't have to rush to get it all done in a week. You can enjoy and learn and explore. So
yeah, there's some beautiful scenery out here too to hang out and enjoy yourself.
This episode of Lux Life Discovered is brought to you in part by Steiner Event Group. Steiner Event Group is a national event planner that produces results for their clients. They offer event and wedding planning on any scale, hosting bridal shows, scouting talented models, and producing riveting concept photo shoots to help their clients expand their brands, products, and services. Whether you're a business professional aiming to take your brand to the next level, planning a corporate or private event, a bride seeking to have the wedding of your dreams, or a model ready to be discovered, Steiner Event Group is ready for you.
True. So when is the Miami dream going to happen?
So I just got a bartending gig, so when I do get to Miami, I can do that part-time, maybe like 1 or 2 days a week, just to have some extra money. But I would like to get out there in a few months, to be honest. She said she wants, when did you say? 6 months. I want to get there a little sooner, to be honest, so I can get to work.
You might as well wait till the first of the year if you're going to wait 6 months.
See, she wants me to wait 6 months. I want it to be like next month, maybe September,
But then you also have to think about cost of living. Much more expensive there.
Yep, for sure.
Bank some money between now and
But he
then.
said he's going to bartend.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to help his mom.
Oh, got it. Sorry.
I got a few thousand saved up, so I got some money saved up, and then I'll be bartending and make
Well,
some
just get there and
money.
start doing some videos and boom, boom, right away. They're going to get your name.
TikTok, girls, I got a yacht.
I'm going to be living my best life out there. I'm telling you. It's going to be awesome when I get out there. But I do have a few fights coming up, so I have extra money in my pockets. I make about $1,000 per fight, so it'll be some good extra.
So now, do you do fights just mainly here at the? You do it here in Miami?
I do it everywhere, wherever there's a fight.
UFC.
So I have a fight coming up in Pensacola, Florida, and then the next fight after that's in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And you
anywhere, it could be
video it.
Vegas, it could be Milwaukee, it could be California, it could.
And you fly out there and video it?
Yep.
Wow.
And run their social media as well.
And you have one other partner?
Yep. My
Okay,
best
so it's
friend.
just the two of you guys? Does he want to move to Miami?
He likes Miami as well, but I don't know if he wants. He loves this area. He really loves this area. But I'm gonna see what he wants to do, and if he wants to come out there with me, I think it would be a good idea. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just his decision. Yeah.
But with everything the way it is now, you could be both places and still.
Right.
Make
We'd
it
still
work out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I could. They pay for all of our stuff, the UFC. So whenever. If he's in Pensacola and I'm in Miami, they'll still pay for our flights to be at the same place.
Yeah.
So
That's a great opportunity. I mean, that's
it's beautiful. They pay for our food, travel, hotel, everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus,
That was a good stumble on, huh?
no, it was great. It was a good risk. It was a risk to take for sure.
I always like the stories of people that take the risk because all they can tell you is no.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's going to hurt for a little bit, but
And I don't even think it'll hurt for a little bit.
Yeah, you don't think so? Yeah.
No, not at all.
Well, you're like me. You don't like the word no. I never understood the word no until I got married.
Right.
My wife forgot what it was.
I don't like that word
A car
either.
or something, and she's like, "Well, we're not going to do that." I'm like, "What?
Why?
I'm like, "Who's?" Yeah, I was
Why
like,
not? I'll give you a million reasons why we should.
Right, yeah. And she could give me one reason, no. That was
Yeah.
it. So, and it worked, so I learned it. But
Right.
no. So, goodness,
I mean, I wish I had all that going on when I was your age.
It all
I try to
right.
have as much as I mean, we're blessed to be alive, you know what I mean? So I try to take advantage of what I got going on. And I do have bad habits. Like, I sleep in a lot. My mom knows I'm kind of lazy, so that's like one of the habits I want to break to live a better life. You know, I want to bring the most out of.
And you still stay this busy and you get to sleep in?
Yeah.
So you must work late nights.
I'm a late. I stay up till 5 in the morning. 6.
Oh, that's not sleeping in. Then you just have different hours.
Yeah.
Your
Basically.
sleep schedule's different.
Yeah. Exactly.
There you go. Use that. Don't say I'm sleeping in.
Right.
Sleep schedule.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just sitting here trying to process everything because you do have a lot going on for a 22. Well,
And you got it going on.
Yeah, but to be
Yeah,
22 and to be this focused to accomplish as much as you've accomplished, that's impressive.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't think I've done enough yet, though. I feel I still got a lot of ways to go.
Well, we got to follow him, Rick.
We will. I do. Yeah. I do follow
Okay,
that.
good.
So, but yeah, that's good. And always never lose that passion.
Mm-hmm.
And you're 22.
I think his mom will keep him in check.
Well, I know, but still, at 22 though, you'll run across the naysayers at some point.
Right,
And they're going to be very vocal.
Yeah,
Ignore
like the people
it.
in high school, they're probably like, "What is he doing? Why is he doing
Yeah.
this stuff?" But I don't really care. Like, you do you. You can stay in the bar. Like, I'll be in Miami. I'm fine with that.
Right. Well, and too, I've looked at it this way, with the naysayers and the people the doubters. The people that give me the most advice or want to give me the most advice are the people that have never had the courage to live outside their own comfort zone.
I agree with
but yet
that.
they can tell you what all you should do. and
Exactly.
shouldn't do.
No, I definitely agree with that. They have no clue what they're talking about. half the
Right,
time.
right. So just ignore them, do your thing, and
Yeah.
unless it's your mom, then
Yeah.
listen to her.
She knows. She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, she does. Well, good. Anything else that you
No,
want?
I just can't. I'm going to start following him too.
Oh, yeah.
It's
His videos-
exciting.
Please do. I'll
Yeah,
keep you
videos are good.
updated on there for sure.
Yeah. Well, good. And then who knows, we may see him on the cover of some major billboard in New York or Miami at some point.
Right. I mean, I've been on websites, so I mean, it'll be time where I'll
Have
be
you
there.
done any runway yet?
I haven't done anything like that. I would like to though. I
Yeah.
would like to get in.
Yeah, keep it all open.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
Because runway is where you're going to make some good money.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You think there's good money in runway?
There can be, yeah. If you do it with the right company.
Right.
You, there's I'll follow up on the guy in Miami and let you know who he is. But
Gotcha.
yeah, that I think would be good.
I'll definitely have to check it out and maybe get into that.
Yeah. There's definitely that. And then, of course, Fashion Week is always a good time to really get some great gigs.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to get out to LA too, for sure, and
Yeah.
check out some agencies out there.
Yeah, I'd stay in Miami.
Yeah. Definitely Miami. Miami's where it's at.
Yeah, it is, and that's a great area. So,
sure.
well, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come in today and talk with us. And
I appreciate you guys.
we'll send a teaser out before the episode airs, and we'll do it on my Facebook page too and Instagram, and then I'll put your links there for your video and everything else. So we'll make sure we have all that information.
Perfect. I'm excited.
All right,
This is awesome.
good deal. Shannon, anything to say before we?
Just wow.
wow.
Congratulations.
I know.
Thank you so
Very
much.
impressed.
I appreciate it.
That's part of the reason when I talked to his mom, our 850 foodie who was on before you, and she had mentioned her son, and I looked at his website, and it just struck me that somebody that young that's already got the modeling career established, and then doing everything else you're doing, and then learning more today.
Yeah.
It was just impressive. So. Yeah.
I appreciate it. You know, when my mom talks, different love languages, words of affirmation, when people talk good about me, I really appreciate it. So thank you guys.
Thanks for listening to the Lux Life Discovered podcast. Are you ready for your Lux Life? If you learned anything from this episode, be sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcast. We'll see you next week.